The Myron cage.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up, boys?
see the Mona Lisa in the background, man.
She's
I
actually
had been.
she's actually got a. I didn't have this. This was fully furnished, so she's actually got some bubble gum in her mouth. I don't know. She's blowing a bubble gum.
I've seen the original one in Louvre in Paris.
Oh
I've
yeah,
been in. When was it? Like 1 year ago or something. Yeah, yeah.
nice, nice dude.
It's smaller than I thought, man. Like it's yeah. All the people were standing there taking pictures, you know.
Yeah, it's a.
Forced everyone to the side, made a selfie. That's a big advantage if you're tall, you know.
How tall have you been? 6'1", 6'2",
6'2",
6'2"?
189 centimeter.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
guys. We, make sure to tune in. We're gonna keep this short and sweet. You know, yeah, 30 minutes. And yeah, summer is over soon. You know, hot girl summer is coming to an end. F
Yeah,
boy fall starts. So
F boy.
let us know how your summer has been. Just drop it in the comments.
It's a
And
busy season in Miami, actually. So I think November, it starts like end of October, November, it really starts
mm,
to pick up in Miami. Miami's actually, this is a dead season in Miami.
yeah,
It's like really
it's very
quiet.
hot. I can imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's going to pick up October, November. Be ready, boys. Come down to Miami. Get some
Yeah,
get some coach.
as I said, it's a spontaneous one. I will make sure to have maybe this weekend or next week, Marcus and yeah, uh, Jesse and Brandon on
That'll be
this as
fun.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good one. And yeah, this is just a spontaneous thing, man. Um, yo, what's up, man? Can't think of anything but us, of course. Oh yeah, but of course, before I forget, again the annual voting started for this year as well. Best POA 2025.
Nice.
So guys, make sure it's a yeah big thing, you know, to lend us your precious time. It's just 30 seconds, and of course your valuable voice to vote for us. I will drop the link in the comments to make sure I get a repeat when it comes to the best text gamer. You know, since it started 2 years in a row, I was voted into the top three, and this time make sure as well to get my man Scotty up there, especially day game. You know,
That game.
he's
Yeah.
a beast out there. So yeah, guys, do your best, and we really appreciate it. You know, and I think as I said, it's like a democratic vote. Um, not like the ones used to be before. I think it was like, when did it start? I don't know, like 2003, 2004 till 2012. There was always, I don't know who did it even. I think Gunwich, or I don't know, Gunswitch. Yeah,
No, the
what's the guy's
what was it?
name?
Thundercat, right? Oh, the
Or
guy's
Thundercat.
name.
Yeah, sorry.
Thundercat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thundercat. Yeah, yeah. He did it, and it was always, of course, based on his own opinion, you know. But this time as well, this is for, as I said, since it started again 2 years ago, you can vote with your own voice. You know, you can have a saying in this. So yeah, make sure to yeah.
I got my
Get
vote
the,
in, man. Yeah, I got you. I got Pat in again. Three Pete for sure.
thanks, man. I will post like a Michael Jordan picture, you know, with my face on. It's repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to make it, man. And as I said, like we guys, we are legit. You know, we have like the smallest amount of like people following us compared to the others, and we still make it. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
we're still up there. I was still up there in the last 2 years. You know, because guys
Look at
know
some of those
we're
other big
legit.
those look at some of those other bigger channels like their ratio and stuff like that. They don't really like we did the PUA is dead video or whatever, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of true. It's like a remnant, you know. Like we have to always bring back these OGs to get like that's what like people remember of the pickup industry. Unfortunately, it's crazy. They still do
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
numbers than the new guys. Who the new guys are generally talking about like AI photos and like what we could do to improve your online profile. Like, I don't know. It's a very strange time to be in the dating market. That wasn't really an option for many years. Think about it. It was just either, learn cold approach. As
Mhm.
cheesy as it was back then, they were just definitely more focused about in-person stuff for sure.
Yeah, and Scotty, have you noticed these guys are never doing any live Q and A's? Never. You know, they always do their BS videos, nice edits and all nice cuts and all this shit. And they
Yeah.
never do. They never go because they're too afraid of confrontation, of actually bringing, of actually answering questions. You know, which
And there,
gives them no time, or very limited time to come up with an answer. You know, and this is life. You know, you cannot bullshit anyone.
no, it's great, dude.
They
Yeah.
never they never do things like this. You know, and we're constantly doing these things, constantly. You know, And what I wanted to talk about as well, like guys, I don't know if you yeah, check the thumbnail, or I already followed some content creators here and there. They all reacted to the following: Myron Gaines' girlfriend. Just drop in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Uh,
I
he
was
got
caught
left
off.
basically.
Yeah,
He
I
got
was caught off surprise too when I saw the thumbnail. I thought it was pretty fun. I knew last minute what we were going to talk about, but I'm totally. I think it's relevant. I think it is somewhat relevant, and there's a moral to the story.
it is relevant, right? Because he refutes basically himself, like all the
Dumb
things he was
shit.
teaching and preaching the past, I don't know, since he has this podcast, like, got refuted. And he's a real life example, not no made up shit, no red pill fake stats and studies and all the BS, as Winston Churchill once said, I only believe or only trust in the statistics I made myself. This is
Mhm.
this is a real life example of a guy who had apparently all the things together, who preaches hypergamy and stuff like that, and then the girl still leaves him for a construction worker, you know
Yeah, it's
at the
crazy,
end of the
dude.
day. So how is it possible? I mean,
I think people would like he can actually somewhat like recover his image and brand a little bit if he would just humble himself a little bit if he's listening to this, like, and just fucking own shit. He never owns shit. Like he just
Myron,
never.
make sure to listen to this, man.
Yeah. He never owns like when he's just completely, this looks really bad on the optics. He's always just deny, ignore, gaslight, deflect. Exactly what women do. He's the equivalent of one of the emotional women he has on his show. You know what I mean? Like if you're just gonna gaslight, deflect, push away, it's retarded. Just fucking own it like a man and start. If you want to get better with women, or if you do want to get better with men, choose a fucking lane. I,
Yeah, I mean, imagine he was it took him years to get his money up, his status up, because this is what he preaches to other guys as well. Hey, get your finances in order, get this and that, and then women will come to you, and the one still lives in for a construction worker, for someone who allegedly, compared to him, has less money, less status. Looks wise, like, I mean, I cannot tell. I'm a man. I cannot. It's really a preference, actually. But
yeah.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say any of them are bad looking. So yeah, looks, you can yeah. Either it depends on your preference, but I would say money wise and status wise, Myron is way up over this guy. And still, at
Yeah.
the end of the day, she didn't care, because one thing these guys don't put into the aspect, and they always preach about it, but they never really follow what they're preaching themselves, is that women most of the times, or many times, make decisions upon their emotions, and there is no logical formula out there, and preaching this hypergamy BS, uh, as you can see, and that's the thing. And there are many empirical researches and studies to that topic of dating and mating patterns, that in modern society, I'm talking about modern society here, that women not really marry up. They actually, many are marrying down, or going lower, because in modern societies, women, and you can check actual statistics out there, have a higher education, many of them, than men. You can check how many are like have a university degree. Women have there are way more women than men, for example, when it comes to university degrees. And also, when it comes to incomes, women not always choose the guy who has more money than them. There
I
are
think
women who
it's
are, who are married
yeah.
down.
I think it's so stupid. Like I
They
see it
choose
every.
someone with a less education.
Yeah. I mean, it's so stupid. It's just it's more of an internet thing. It doesn't really map out into reality too much. Like I see it every time I take a student out. Like it's just immediately you could see like, oh, this is bullshit. Especially it's kind of tied into somewhat of like SMV score. If
Mhm.
somebody has a higher SMV, then all of a sudden, oh, that's I see people in the comment section coping like, oh, Scotty's got a higher SMV than that girl. Of course she's gonna go for him or whatever. Dude, you see it every time in a boot camp or a session. You'll see 1 second, a really mid girl blows you off and gives you an attitude, and then next thing you know, some really hot girl's interested in what you're presenting to her. So
Yeah,
that wouldn't add up, right? Isn't supposed to every girl below me supposed to suck my dick and want to fuck me right away? If it was just so easy like that, everybody tries to turn game and reduce game into just some sort of like Harry Potter magic tricks. You punch into a system and, oh, I have a 25 SMV, she has a 20, so we're automatically I'm going to get her. It does.
yeah,
There's so many variables how girls perceive themselves. some mid chick nowadays, especially in 2025, girls are so delusional, man. Like they really are. They all think they're tens because they get constant validation on the computer. I mean, we literally have dating coaches catfishing women. So women they're stealing women's ideas. It's very feminine and very gay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sad to see, man. But no, this whole hypergamy, SMV score, they go up all the time. It's a video game, and life is not really a video game at all. You know what I mean? It sounds good, I guess, on paper, and it's fun to talk about, but it doesn't really map out when you actually get out there in the field.
And
It's crazy.
again we speak about modern societies, where the equality gap is not that big, the gender equality gap, like men and
Yeah.
women are on the same level or almost on the same level, and therefore it's not like in other societies and cultures where men hold way more resources than women, and of course they have to, like, to get these kind of resources, they, yeah, have to make that decision. But actually, those researches I was talking about previously, they found out that actually women value other things. They value personality, they shared values, etc. upon yeah, money. You know, and so many researchers through humankind have failed to come up with a logical or a formula to explain how we fall in love. Because it's based on emotions, purely on
Yeah.
emotions,
Hmm.
like both men and women. Doesn't matter the gender. you know
This whole
and
generation, I'm sorry, Pat. Yeah, this whole generation of like what people see, the content on the internet with black, like a very red pill, black pill, all this bullshit. It is very like black pilled compared to like the last thing people want to talk about and the last thing that gets views nowadays. If you try to search stuff as a kid trying to find good content, it's very doom and gloom and black pilled oriented. It's
yeah,
game doesn't exist, none of that stuff. No one wants to hear the truth that, like, yes, you can improve. You could actually get better social skills, get better game,
hmm
trigger some of these, focus on, building yourself up and triggering these girls' emotions when you're, talking to them in real life. No one wants to talk about this stuff. Everybody's just get your money up, get your clout up. Don't worry about that type of stuff. Even if
yeah.
they bring it up, they really don't believe it that much because guess what? Guys like Myron or whoever else, they don't really have the skill set to do it themselves. They have to lean into that, and then they get played like what just happened to them.
I mean, it's the perfect real life example.
Yeah,
You don't have to check some, as I said, you don't have to check some fake stats made up by red pillars and by all these guys who who are just angry and sitting in their basements and don't get any chicks. It took Myron 35 years to get one serious girlfriend, and what happened? It took him all these years to build up money, status, and his looks, and didn't go anywhere with this. You know, and the girls who you're getting, if you get your money up, are purely for a short-term opportunism, uh, gold diggers, because they've trained themselves to make more logical decisions and not let their feelings involved. But even they catch themselves here and there to fall back into the what's normal, to be led by emotions. But
he
yeah,
kind
these
of.
are these are the only girls you get at the end of the day. you
Yeah,
know
he kind of always gives himself an out though, so to speak. Because like if because since he always trashes women, he's looking at women through the lens of they're all gold diggers, right? So he
yeah.
can always fall back on the idea that, oh, well, she's just like every other woman. You know what I mean? Like, so he just always gives himself an out. Like, she's a gold digger, blah, blah, blah. All women are like that. He has a very like negative view towards women. He really hates women, honestly. I don't think he
Yeah.
even likes women, dude. To say like he doesn't eat vagina or anything like that, like, it's not about pleasure at all. Either he's just parroting stuff Andrew Tate has once said on like Twitter, but this guy's got serious issues, bro. He doesn't really like women that much. You know what I mean? So
And it's
I
no
don't know.
wonder the girlfriend left him, for a construction worker.
Yeah, yeah,
It's,
exactly.
it is what it is. And I have personally as well tons of stories where I had girls with way more options, with way more money than me, with higher
Yeah,
status. I had no money. If you know my history, then I talked about it in many videos. And still they picked me up in their SUVs from their dad. I lived there rent free, jobless, at their place, and stuff like that. And they had tons of options. They would have had tons of options.
yeah,
But I had one thing. I had game. You know, of
yeah,
course, it's debatable if maybe I looked better than the previous guy, but for sure I didn't have any status and didn't have any money.
yeah. I think the way me and Pat view it is like that stuff isn't like it's a factor. We're like realistic. Like it plays a role, but you shouldn't lead with that. It's that simple. Like it's probably down the ladder in terms of things you guys should focus on. You
Mm.
guys should focus on game. Yeah, obviously, somewhat making yourself presentable and look the best you can. And then probably, yeah, finances and uh I guess clout a little bit, or like you've done something in life would be just accomplish something in life so that you have some cool stories and I guess to talk about yourself. So you're like, oh, I got nothing to talk about. Well, you would have things to talk about if you did cool shit in life. I think that's what Brad Pitt preached a lot. He was always talking about, developing an identity and stuff like that. That's why I thought he was a good coach, because he was bringing up things like identity and doing something with your life like that. Like, so you have cool DHV stories to talk about naturally, so you don't have to fabricate lies about yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, which you should never.
Yeah.
But as I said, this sounds like a self-excuse for many guys, kind of like, oh, I have to get my money, my finance stuff and stuff. They put some goal, which and most of those guys who are trapped in this space, trapped in these pills, they never get their finances in order anyway, as well. They just talk about it. But if it would be the case, then at least, if you have your finances, it's good. But you don't go anywhere with the game. You don't go anywhere with your finances. Don't go anywhere. With anything you're following or preaching. This is not just a self excuse to not doing things. And then come up with some utopic goals you're never going to achieve, just to excuse yourself. So what do we have?
It's amazing. 10 years ago, right? Oh, not even 10 years ago. When you really think about it, it's like, what are the years Brad Pitt won the Thundercat Best PUA? I think it was 08, 09. It might have been 08, 09, 02, even 3 years. Did he do a three-peat like you, Pat?
No, it's like 2007, 2008, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did the boot camp in 08, it's just crazy how quick time goes. I can't believe it was that long ago. That's absurd. But yeah, dude, I feel like that was hopefully things start to come full circle a little bit, where more people are forced to go a little back outside a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if this is not a motivation to you, then I don't know what is,
Yeah.
And those guys are never in the thing is all these the big YouTubers, with their huge followings. They're never in those votes in these polls. You cannot find them there,
Yeah, I think that's why Myron's not going to take a big hit, because I really think like his audience they're not really taking him serious for educational, for teaching them about game. I think you'd have to be stupid or clueless to think that this guy is going to help you with game. They're looking to him for entertainment, cope. He gives you a lot of cope. He gives you guys a lot of comfort zones and cope. You know what I mean? Tons and tons of cope.
I mean, many times I trap myself as well into this. I watch certain videos because I know it's just entertainment. I know it's some bullshit going on. People are arguing, debating, maybe fighting with each other, and that's what it is at the end of the day. But then I find myself back in reality, and I'm like, hey, just drop it. It doesn't get you any further, in life. It's just a big time waster. And this is what social media is, and that's very sad, because people use it for the wrong things, not to educate themselves, but to entertain themselves.
Yeah.
And that's why China is, for example, way smarter than America when it comes to this, because it has certain restrictions, at least what I've read already 2 years ago, on TikTok, for example. So when the kids are mainly kids using TikTok, for example, tuning into TikTok, they will see educational material, not entertainment shit. While the American kids, they are like, oh, entertainment, and they get dumber and dumber.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah. What about in Australia? Do they have it monitored, or is it free? Is it the same as the
Australia,
US?
I mean, I don't think. No, I don't think they have it monitored. No, not monitored at all. Only China has. That's why they, of course, are the
smartest kids.
Yeah, but that's why they're labeled as well, like the evil dictators and dictatorship and whatever. But yeah, I think World War III is going to be, or not World War III, but I think in the future this is going to be the case to weaken a whole nation. You start with the kids,
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, man. We don't thank. Well, I'm not going to say thank God we don't have kids, but right now it's a shitty time. I don't. I'm not looking forward to it, really, to be honest with you. But
Nah, man, that's for sure. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, what do we have here? How do you approach on uni campus when a girl is going to some place? This is
how do
what I
you
can see
approach
defending
on
some situation.
campus?
You mean she's going to visit the next the next
I don't understand the question.
she's going home or she visits the next class? I don't know.
I don't understand the question. How do you approach during? I don't understand. It's the same approach, generally speaking. Like wherever, if she's at
This is
a
where I really
campus
started
event.
actually back in the days. This is where I really started, like being social
College.
and yeah, yeah,
Oh,
and
I
yeah,
didn't know that. Okay, you started
yeah,
in college campuses.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
university, yeah. I
yeah,
went to
yeah. You
university, and this is where I built up my first like social circle and all these approaches and stuff. Yeah,
I've never really been that big on situational. If he's saying situational openers, I'm not big on that. I go in usually some sort of direct like strategy is what I do. I don't really go because I was teaching. By the way, some other guy was. Most coaches are telling these guys to go situational for the most part, and it's like they have to at some point realize in their brain, oh fuck, now I have to make my intent clear at some point in the interaction. So I like just getting it over with. You're not thinking about it, just get it over with. Let your intentions be crystal clear off rip. You know what I mean? Especially when a girl is moving from this class to that class and it's a moving set. So I think you kind of have to hit her with something pretty impactful so she stops and she knows why you're stopping her. You know what I mean?
I
She's
mean your
not gonna,
intention,
yeah,
yeah, your intention 90% is like through non-verbals, communicated through non-verbals, you know. But that's where many guys have struggles, you know.
yeah,
But on the other hand, in campuses, you've seen the same girl, trust me, multiple times.
yeah,
When not the same day, then I'm sure the next day, you know, you will see certain, you will see the girls. Like it's not that big.
yeah.
It's, yeah, so it's better to maybe go with a more how do you say low key strategy here, you know.
Oh, you see
Yeah.
her every day.
So
Yeah.
so
I
so
really
so
don't.
social
I'm going to be
environment.
honest. I don't have a lot of experience on college campuses at all. But I mean, I
Yeah,
usually just go direct. But
this is what's up, man. Anything else I wanted to tune in?
yeah, what was some of the stuff on them? What are your thoughts about this whole situation in the thumbnail? Like, what is your overall feeling about the thing? It just came back to
Meltdown.
bite them. Yeah. What are your thoughts about the whole, uh, this guy getting totally played out like that, like from his girl? You know what I
I
mean? Like,
mean, it was crystal clear from the start, man. It was crystal clear that this will happen sooner or later anyway. You know, I
yo,
was happy
do
to
you
hear
know
on the
he
phone.
wasn't with her for months? That's why I heard a
No,
little clip.
I just found out
Yeah.
actually that she broke up with him, or they won't. I don't know,
Yeah,
went apart,
they
or
weren't together. Yeah. Like apparently that guy Sneeko or whatever got her on the phone. He's like, "So what's up Angie, what's up? Where's Myron?" She's like, "I don't fucking know. He's probably out fucking some girl." Like she could care less. She never really looked like she cared about him at all, dude. Like,
mm,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? I'm no longer in a relationship either. It didn't make headline news, but I broke up with my girl, which was kind of hard. I was only with her for a short amount of time, but like it,
mm.
it felt good to be with the girl for a short period of time, like to have that true love and infatuation for you. And you could see it in like I did one video with her and she'd look at me like just glowingly and in love. Like you didn't get that feeling when she was
Yeah,
around Myron.
yeah,
Like to
yeah,
get a girl to really feel like infatuated with you, you know what I mean? Like it's
yeah. And
crazy,
as I said,
dude.
it's the perfect example. It's the
Yeah.
perfect example, contradicting his own beliefs. You know, of women are hypergamous, and women only go for guys with money and for status. And he himself describes him as a like top percent guy. So what happened? You know,
I
if he
think
would
this
have
is
gone for somebody higher, okay, I would understand his thoughts
right.
about that, you know. But she went for somebody way lower,
Way
late
lower. Yeah.
market.
This should be honestly you swallow his pride and fucking wake up call, right? I know you're gonna listen to this, Myron, so you'll find this clip somewhere, right? If you need coaching in Miami, just hit me up, bro. I'll give you a chance, dude. I'll give you a chance if you have an open mind. I'll give you a chance, man. Just let me know and I'll get your game leveled up.
Yeah, man. Did Locario reach out to you since then?
No, he never reached out to me. These guys got too much pride, bro. They
Yeah,
won't swallow their pride.
yeah, yeah, man. It's at least the other guy, what he had, like he had maybe humor. He didn't talk that much shit. He was
Who?
non-judgmental. The,
What
the,
guy?
construction, the construction worker, the skater,
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
rolling skates, skating guy. You know, so yeah, at least he walked us through like some, not only with his rolling skate with his skaters, but through walked us through like different kind of emotions.
Yo, it goes. Let me also emphasize another point that guys kind of have twisted. I think they overvalue this idea that like a B tier celebrity or I'm like known in the internet streets. Girls are desensitized to that more and more than ever before in
Yeah,
2025. You know what I mean? Like so many of these girls from Miami that I talk to now, they're not impressed. They've been to Floyd Mayweather's boat party. They've been in touch with this guy, that guy. They're not impressed with your fame. Your cloud has become less and less important as you hear guys like Sartain and Myron, all these people, how important cloud and if you become a somebody and have fame, fuck fame, dude. It's not that important, dude. You just sort right there. It's not that important. These girls, especially with IG, social media, they have access to fucking pretty much whoever they want. Like they're not that impressed with me and Pat running a show or fucking some B-level celebrity or C-level celebrity. They're not impressed with your celebrity, dude. Why lean into that? Like that's not going to get you very far, man. It's not going to get you very far.
yeah. And the only ones who will get it anyway, gold diggers. You know,
Yeah.
because they should see that as I said, it's the short term uh, opportunities, and then they are out. You
This
know,
is this generation has more access to like celebrities than ever before, you
and
know. You
easier,
know.
way easier
Yeah,
access, way
yeah.
easier.
Yeah, it's not that impressive anymore. Like, honestly, I remember back in the day, my dad took me and my sister to like Hollywood when before social media blew up. My sister was so happy to see like Val Kilmer and Christopher Walken. Oh my God! Wow, 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 wow! It's not a big deal to these girls anymore, dude. They literally could DM these guys, you know. Every day there's a story about some random girl hitting up some NBA athlete and him writing back, I'll meet you at the game, blah, blah, blah. And he ends up banging some, hot girl off Instagram. Like it's so easy now, you know?
Yeah, or they are right. They are reaching out to them. You know, man,
Yeah.
you're a girl from a small town village. Just made yourself Instagram. You know, maybe
Yeah.
just some years ago, and that's it.
Yeah.
Posting some selfies. That's
So I
it.
would argue to all these guys pushing that message, like, oh, it's so important to get your status and cloud up. And now it's not 2025. It's not that
Yeah,
important. Look at what just happened to this fucking loser, man. I mean, left him for a nobody, a complete nobody. You see, he
yeah,
does these like street debates, right?
yeah,
Remember when some guy was arguing with him, right? And he's like, I got more money than you, Myron. He's like, but you're a nobody. You're a nobody, dude. Nobody knows who you are. Who gives a fuck? Nobody cares about that. You do. Like, that is so unimportant to women. A
yeah.
somebody. They care if you're somebody. They don't give a fuck. Maybe 15 years ago they did. Not anymore.
Yeah, because I just looked up something on my phone, like you know the NFL player Chad Johnson, right?
Who?
See,
Ocho Cinco?
yeah, yeah, he played for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
know,
know.
he just DM'd the girl like, can I put rice in your sushi? And she responded, I belong to you. Like I don't think you see it properly.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And this was like, yeah, he dropped it on Twitter, and since then they are together, and this is how
Really,
he
dude.
goes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude, it's
Well,
dude,
of course, if you look at the girl, you know she's what she's up to. You know.
yeah.
Then she gets pregnant, and he has to pay, child support next 18 years.
Yeah, and he doesn't really
Okay.
give it. He'll eat it too. He doesn't care. He'll eat it.
Yeah, but look at what happened to Shannon Sharp, for example.
Oh no, I mean I think it's stupid as fuck, but he'll like
No, he lost his job. He lost his job.
yeah, exactly.
So for
Yeah.
18-year-old OnlyFans trash. Uh,
Yeah, like God, this is a wake up call to everybody listening. Seriously, like if this is a stop listening to this nonsense being pushed that you need to get your cloud up, build up a social media profile, build up this, lean into,
you don't you don't you don't
become
even you
somebody.
don't even need you don't even need social media. You don't even need Instagram. You don't need anything of that.
Dude, I don't even tell people. I don't even tell girls I have IG. I'm not giving out IGs when I just don't do it. I think
I
it's
don't even
whack.
have it. I
Yeah.
don't even have it. You know.
Get your game up, man. Just focus on your game. That's honestly all you could control. That's really what you could control to give you the edge. Get your game
Yeah.
up, look the best you can, and that's it.
Yeah. Preach to them, man. These are the words, man, I wanted to hear.
Yeah,
So yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
man.
kind of the moral of the story, man. It is like it's really, it doesn't surprise me that this happened to him, because it never seemed to me like whenever you would see the two together that she had like any sort of real love for the guy or
Yeah.
infatuation with the guy. You know what I mean?
I mean, come on, one guy who's like trashing women all day,
I know. Yeah, yeah.
women deserve less. And so you think she wants to hear these things? You know, it's she wants to have someone who's non-judgmental, who is humorous, who doesn't care, who's lighthearted, doesn't give a fuck, or at least he comes along as someone who is like this,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter if it construction work or not.
Yeah.
She still banged that guy, not Myron, at the end of the day.
She looked like she was having fun for the first time,
Yeah,
holding
yeah,
the guy's hand. Yeah.
and she genuinely smiled. She genuinely smiled. I never saw her smiling in the
I
video
know. I
with
never seen her smile
Myron.
with it.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay,
Girls
man.
just want to have fun, man. That old song, right? That's what Brad used to say to me a lot. And that thing's like, listen, girls just want to have fun. If you just, it's
Uh,
true.
I, li-
And
I,
if
li- I like the Cameron version way better, actually.
the which one?
Cameron, Dipset.
Oh yeah, yeah. Does he say? Oh yeah, he sings the song "Girls Just Want to Have Fun." Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
that's good. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was nice talking to you for sure, and we will tune in.
Yeah, yeah.
And
We'll do the one with Marcus. I think he's back in town or something. Like I heard he was away for a while.
I will hit up the other guys as well, and just let us know which guys you want to have on the show too. In addition,
Yeah,
um,
that's all I could think of. Honestly, I don't
I
know
can I
anyone
can
else.
reach out to some. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Okay, that was
All right,
nice.
man.
Nice talking
Yeah,
to
it
you,
was
man.
nice. It was nice talking to you, Pat. Good seeing you, bro.
Okay, yeah,
Let's do it. Let's definitely do it again in the near future. Maybe next week if they're down to do it, I'll do it.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Cheers, guys. Have a nice
All
day.
right, guys. Later, man. Cheers.